What's up, boys? Yo, bro, it's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy what's been happening. Like, I literally just came back from vacation. It's just been so weird because, like, I honestly have been chilling. Like, for those of you that don't follow me, like, I literally just came back from Mexico this week. And last month, I went to Mexico just to chill. Like, I was just chilling in Mexico. I was there for 3 weeks, not really working at all, just like sipping on tequila, eating tacos, and just having fun. And bro, I made $57,000 last month in Mexico without doing any work. Like, I didn't make a single call, I didn't make a single text. I was just like enjoying life. And it was the weirdest thing for me because like I'm not used to that. I'm so used to like working all the time. Literally, like for those of you that have been following me, like I literally have been working like every single day. Like I'm so used to just like grinding it out and working like 20, like literally like 16, 17, 18-hour days, like Monday to Sunday. And I was like grinding last year, but it was so good. Like the feeling was so ecstatic knowing like I made $57,000 and I was just at a whole different country, chilling, not even doing anything. And it was just amazing. It felt amazing, man. And it's just a testament of like how like you work really hard on your systems, on your team, on everything, and you could just like take a moment, take time, you know, like what I'm telling everybody, you know, I didn't even blink an eye. I just like left to visit family, to chill and everything, and I was able to make $57,000 like off of one deal, which is even crazier. And it made me open my eyes to like understand that I'm only able to do this because I have a system. Like I created a system that has allowed me to not really be so much in the business. Obviously, it benefits you to be in the business, especially in real estate. You really have to be in the business, and it's very hard. Not hard, but it's not impossible, right? But it's beautiful when you're able to step outside. And I've been hopping on meetings with a lot of people. And I've been realizing like a lot of people are working in the business, right? But they don't have that opportunity or they don't have that chance to work outside the business. And I kind of just wanted to show you guys like what exactly I'm doing in order to get these deals. Like for some of you, $57,000 may not be a lot, which is cool. But for me, at least, like $57,000 off of one real estate deal, I mean, that's fucking amazing. Like that's crazy. That's like what people make in 1 year. Like for those of you that know me from last year, like last year I was struggling like the beginning of the year. Last year, because I actually bought this house and I had to take care of renovating it. Like it wasn't like this before. You know, obviously it gets expensive. You know, you have to put in, take care of it, cover holding costs, the bills and everything. You know, I get even more personal too. Like I brought my family here because this was the American dream. Real estate has allowed me to live my American dream because my family, you know, they came to this country to buy that house. That's their whole thing. And I had the opportunity last year to pick up this home. I was doing this while running my business and it was piling up. You know, I was really struggling where I had to pick up another job and I literally had to figure out how to make more money. And that's when everything shifted. That's when I started leveraging my time, building more systems, hiring better people. Like it forced me to do everything within like 30 to 60 days. And I created like something so beautiful. Like I could chill like in Mexico for 3 weeks and I'm still able to get deals under contract. I'm still able to close deals like last month. Like in the making of this video, it's February 7th, but I was able to make $57,000 last month and I wasn't even in the United States. Like I was in a whole different country just chilling. I kind of just want to show you guys like what exactly I'm doing in order to win. Like exactly what I'm doing that's allowing me to make more money. I'm in a position where, for those of you that don't know me, like I used to wholesale and I was wholesaling primarily, and it had allowed me to close enough deals where I was able to make enough money to buy rental properties. And then I got into novation, and with that money that I was making, now I'm getting into fix and flips. And with the fix and flips, like it's weird because, you know, when you're a wholesaler, you're selling it to investors. And it's such a weird way of looking at it because now I'm the investor. I'm the guy who's buying deals. Like I'm looking for more deals to buy. I literally closed on a deal this week and I might make another video about it. But I closed on a deal this week, like literally the day after I came back from Mexico, I closed on a flip and this wholesaler is making $100,000 off of me, which is like beautiful. Because I remember when I had my first 6-figure deal where I wholesaled it to someone else and it felt amazing. But it's just like, it's so weird how life is now. Now I'm the investor paying, like giving this, like you made $100,000 because I literally picked up that deal from you. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how life is and how life works. And it's just crazy how everything is like a circle. It's like a pattern of life. And as I grow, as I have more responsibilities, like it forces you to actually start making more money or figuring out like, how can I build something bigger? And I'm in a position in my life, or in a phase of my life, where I don't care anymore. Unapologetically, like I really don't care. Like that's how I think. Like I feel like I'm in a coliseum. I feel like I have to go all out, do whatever it takes to win, because you have to think that way. You have to become that person first. And that's what I realized like these past 4 to 6 months. You have to become that person in order to accept what is and what's for you. And a lot of the times, with life and everything is all mental. Mentally, you just have to have fun with it, bro. It's so weird to explain it, but it's like money will come if you conceptualize it that way. Like there's no reason why money wouldn't come. Right? You love money, I love money. The more money I have, the less problems I have. And that's how I've been thinking, and it's been allowing me to make more money, make more deals, have more opportunities, make better connections, take on more risk. And right now what I'm doing is working, and I just kind of want to show you guys exactly what it is. I didn't start off with any connections. I didn't start off with a family who just gave me $1 million to work with. I literally had to do this by myself. I had to find a deal, source them out, close them, find the buyer, wholesale it. Like I started off just working in construction. Like I was working with my pops. I was doing like plumbing, HVAC, putting up sheetrock, just doing anything to make money. And even at the time, just last year, like if you guys have been following me, like I was even literally living in a trailer, bro. And this is how I used to look like too. I talked to a lot of people and they want to get into real estate. They feel like you need $1 million to get into real estate. You don't need $1 million, but at the same time, you can't get into real estate with $0. You definitely need capital. You could still work at your regular job and use that money into investing into yourself and investing into finding your first deal, because it only takes one deal to create momentum. It only takes one deal for your life to change. Because if it wasn't for me betting on myself, I wouldn't have picked up rental properties. I wouldn't have gotten into fix and flip. And I wouldn't have been able to find this home that I was supposed to flip, but I ended up just keeping for myself. It's just things like this that allows you to level up. And it's more than just, wholesaling real estate. Because I know a lot of you guys that watch my videos, you're trying to get into, wholesaling. But just remember that it's more than just wholesaling. You're going to learn so much, and you have to learn a lot. And this isn't just like a get rich quick scheme. Right? This is an actual business. Day in and day out, you have to be consistent. And if you don't know the systems that will lead you to your first deal, if you don't know exactly the steps you have to take, then it's going to take you a very, very long time in order to get that first deal. You guys seen it in real time, where I literally was starting off from nothing, where I started off from 16,000 and now we were making over 100 G's. And instead of wasting the money and buying a new car, going to the club, or buying new watches, I'm literally just reinvesting it back to the business, where I'm getting into more deals, picking up rentals. I'm literally picking up a 2-family, literally 30 minutes away from New York City. And I have the opportunity to pick up a 6-family, a 6-unit. I'm going into more deals, hiring better people, finding better connections. And I just want to talk about even the last video that I put up. Like just in the month of February, I was able to make $57,000 while I was in Mexico. And that's my whole point that I was talking before earlier. Like literally, I even have the HUD here that shows it to you. If you've been following me, I've been working on my systems. I've been working on hiring the best people that can do everything for me, from cold calling to closing deals to doing agreement reviews to literally even, being a dispo manager for us. And I'm just pushing the limit. I'm trying to see how far I could take it. And the system is so simple too. If you don't know what to do or haven't seen my videos, like it's the most simple thing. And right now what I'm seeing is like, yes, inbound is amazing. Like direct mail, going to get into it soon. Facebook I've been doing for the past 6 months and I've been getting deals from it as well. Obviously, like I know a lot of people that watch my videos, like you guys aren't looking to be spending like four, five, six, $7,000 a month just on inbound. So the system that has been helping me that I'm still using today, and actually the 57K deal came from AI SMS, and I'll be getting into that as well. But it's the simplest thing. And you don't have to change anything. You don't have to try doing something different. Like you just basically have to copy what everybody else is doing and just be consistent with it. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Literally, it's the most simplest thing. You just have to use PropStream. PropStream.com, right? You have Batch Leads, you have Deal Machine. There's so many platforms out there. Just stick with one for now. And like what I would personally suggest is just use PropStream because it has like the most amount of data. And I think all the data is basically the same. But me personally, I use PropStream and I'm still getting deals from PropStream. And it's the same thing for me, literally texting and cold calling. But the only difference would be, right? For cold calling, like I use Ready Mode. Ready Mode. If you don't know what Ready Mode is, it's basically like a dialer that could dial up to like 7 to 10 phone numbers. And for those of you who are just starting off, maybe you don't need Ready Mode, because that's like if you have a team of like 5 to 7 people. I would personally suggest like using a batch dialer. I think batch dialer, I have a couple of people that are working with me. They're using that. They're finding success with it. They're like a one-man team. And so I would just try to find a dialer. The main point that I'm trying to get across is you have to get a dialer because you don't want to manually call people. Like it doesn't make sense. Like you're wasting a lot of time. You want to leverage everything. Time is the most essential thing in your business. So you kind of already want to start off investing in tools that is going to save you a lot of time. Like just manually dialing like isn't going to do much for you. So I would always say like get a dialer ASAP. Like a dialer that's going to help you. And then if you have the money or you have the sales skills to train people, like literally what I used before is I was like just hire people virtually, interview like 100 people, like from Latin America, from the Philippines, from Egypt, and figure out like who is capable, who has the skills, who has the experience, or at least the potential of being like a top closer, or giving you like a good amount of leads. Because a lot of times, like when you are hiring virtual assistants, you have to realize that they also have like a mental block where they don't really believe they can do more than what they're used to, which is typically always cold calling. But one thing I realized is like if you hire a good amount of people, or better yet, if you interview a good amount of people, you're gonna find gems. Trust me. I've interviewed over like 300 VAs, and I've out of the 300 VAs, I found like 10 really, really strong VAs that know how to make offers, how to negotiate offers, how to review agreements, how to literally close people, how to keep up with them, follow-ups, like literally everything. And they know all the tools. They know how to use AI SMS. They know how to use the dialers. They know how to use Go High Level, Ready Mode, RE Simply, everything. So obviously they're worth more than like $3 an hour. Hiring skilled people is gonna elevate you, elevate your team, elevate your time as well, make everything more effective. And then one thing I always suggest is getting a CRM. One thing I would say is like you could use RE Simply for just like a one-man show. I think it's like $199 a month. You could also get into Go High Level. I've been working with a lot of people, and I've literally created a Go High Level sub account for them where I create just a pipeline, and you could do tasks. You could use the dial system. There's call recordings and everything, and you don't have to pay that much. You don't have to pay if you have like 3 people working with you. You don't have to pay extra. Like in R Simply, I believe like if you once you start working with 3, 4, 5 people and you're bringing them into the account, I think it's going to be worth more, like a couple hundred, like $400, $500 a month. Plus on top of that, you have to pay like the usage fees and the dialing fees. But if you're just starting off, I would just say go into Go High Level. Like Go High Level is so effective. It was meant for agencies, but it's so powerful that you can even use it as your own CRM. And that kind of takes me into what's working for me right now. What's working for me is AI SMS. And honestly, I don't know what is it with AI SMS. I don't know what is it right now with AI, but literally it's a life hack. And I thought it was a hack like 6 months ago, but now that I'm using it and now that I've really mastered it and created a whole process, like I understand like the power of it, because a lot of you that I've been talking to, Like you guys are already using like text platform. But the beautiful thing is with AI, once you implement AI, like it's totally different because at that point, it's almost like you have your own VA on autopilot. And I've spoken about this before in my previous videos. Like just imagine you, like this is most people, right? You're manually following up. Your response times are like 30 minutes to an hour. Recently, I've been hopping on a lot of meetings. Like a lot of people are just not responding in time because you have to understand that if you have like 30, 40, 50, 60 people responding to you at one time, I mean, like how are you able to filter them through? How are you able to figure out which one is interested, which one is not? Like it takes time, and eventually a human, I mean, it takes brain power, and you're just gonna get tired, especially your VAs. Like if you really care about your business, right? But you have a VA working on it and they're just really more concerned about, you know, getting paid, obviously. But even managing the text, I mean, it's going to be hard for them because there's only so much a human can do. And a lot of these platforms, you know, it's more expensive. They limit the amount of messages you're doing. Obviously, some platforms, they don't even let you text more than just one number per contact. And it just gets draining and you're just burning money. And one beautiful thing, and it's almost like a hack right now, is creating or implementing AI into SMS. That's something I've been able to do where I literally am paying the cheapest amount, like the cheapest rate out of all these platforms. Like you're not going to find this rate at all. On top of that, not only am I spending, let's say for 100,000 messages, I'm spending like $1,100 or $1,000, but I also get automated follow-ups. I have AI literally sending like responses immediately to these leads, replying like before a second even goes. Obviously, like I make it more realistic. But AI is never going to sleep. It does the conversations and books the appointments. It follows up with unresponsive sellers and sends interested leads directly to your CRM. It handles objections. It literally can respond to different languages, identifies high intent, dispositions not interested, wrong numbers, and DNCs. Like literally, this is a life hack right now. And I don't see anyone talking about this. And right now, cold calling is amazing. And the only reason why I would say cold calling is amazing is because I'm hiring the right people. I'm hiring A players. Like right now I'm planning on interviewing like 1, 2, 3 people a week. Like I don't have to hire them, right? You don't have to hire them, but you can even hire someone and put them on a trial period and have them like just call for 1 week. You can have 10 people call for 1 week, and if all of them suck, just fire them and just hire another 10 people. So I just want you guys to understand, and something that I'm learning currently right now is like I finally understand what they say, like, oh, fire fast, hire slow. Like you want to interview as many people, you know, bring them on board, show them their vision, show them you're hungry, and they need to be hungry. They need to be on top of everything. And you have to also understand you want to hire people that don't have limitations to themselves. I work with a lot of virtual assistants who like they know they're capable of doing what a person in the US can do. When they destroy that limiting belief, their skills skyrocket to the point where they literally do everything that I'm doing. And they literally, if they moved here, they could literally start wholesaling or doing innovations. So that's something I would say. But the main thing right now is AI SMS. This is something that's not talked about a lot. I see like a couple people, like a couple gurus talking about it via interviews, but they don't sell anything or they're not doing anything. Because right now it's overpowered, bro. This is like a hack. Like right now it's like maximum leverage. Like right now it's the next big thing. It's probably going to blow up in the next few months. But right now this is literally what's getting me most of my deals. And this is literally the whole system. It's super easy. Get your leads from PropStream, you know, send text using AI, and then just hiring the right amount of people in order to cold call, and use a dialer. Just use a dialer, and then have a strong CRM. I strongly suggest RE Simply. I see a lot of people talking about RE Simply right now. I moved to RE Simply. I was literally using Podio, and I, you know, no disregard to Podio, but if you know, you know. Like Podio is just very old school. And I moved to RE Simply like 6 months ago, and it's been so easy to handle and manage. If you're trying to keep it, you know, more efficient on the budget, then I would say go high level. It's almost the same, honestly. Like if I didn't know about RE Simply, I would just go high level. This is basically what I'm doing right now.